My name is Patrick Schutte. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. I went to Loyola College in Baltimore, Maryland, and University of Baltimore Law School. I've been practicing personal injury law for nearly 20 years. At Schutte Law of North Raleigh, we help people who were injured in car wrecks, who suffered injuries as a result of defective products. For instance, if the airbag on your car didn't go off, or even something as odd as your toaster exploding. We've had all kinds of cases here. After a car wreck or a motorcycle wreck, a lot of times people are in shock, they're hurt, and they don't know what to do, and they're afraid. And it's important, to cooperate with the police, but it's also important not to be giving statements to other people at the scene, to not talk to the other driver, the person who hit you. After a car wreck or a motorcycle wreck, if there are people who saw what happened, get their name and phone number or their email address, and later on you can ask them to repeat what happened and what they saw to help protect you. If you don't have access to a phone, ask somebody, hey, could you take a picture of what you see here of the scene, and here's my email address, could you email me that picture? Get pictures of your injuries. If the ambulance comes, and you go in the ambulance to the hospital, you want to make sure that they understand all of your injuries. And so this is your opportunity to document those injuries. But don't use the visit to the hospital or the doctor as an opportunity to talk about how the wreck happened or who was at fault. It's not the right time to make decisions about what happened, what you're going to say. You need to protect yourself. Soon after a wreck, a lot of times an insurance company will call you and say, hi, understand that you were in a car wreck with one of our insureds, and we'd really like to get this thing resolved if possible. And we'd like to take your statement. Would that be okay? And a lot of people think, sure, I can give a statement to them. I wasn't at fault. I didn't do anything wrong. And they do. They end up giving them a statement. And a lot of times those statements will be recorded. And then about 2, maybe 3 weeks later, they get a letter in the mail saying, oh, Mr. Jones or Mrs. Smith, I'm sorry, your claim was denied. And you're like, denied? Why? How could it be denied? And what they don't know is that in North Carolina, we have a law called contributory negligence. And it's an archaic law. It comes from old England. And we're one of the only states in the country that still has it. And it's still here, and we've been trying to get rid of it. And what it says is, if the insurance company can show, or a jury if it goes to trial, that you contributed even 1%, even just a little bit, to the accident or wreck, your claim will be over forever. It's completely unfair to have a law like contributory negligence. And most states have comparative negligence, where you compare the relative fault of both parties. But unfortunately in North Carolina, we still have contributory negligence, which is why you do not give a statement to the other driver's insurance company. It will be used against you. Now you have to cooperate with your own insurance company. Under your insurance contract, it says you'll cooperate. So you want to do that. However, before you do anything, call Schutte Law of North Raleigh, call me anytime, and I'll tell you, look, stop a second. Don't give a statement to the other driver's insurance company. Wait, let's figure out what happened. It may be that the police officer wrote in the report the other person was completely at fault. All you have to do is give a copy of the police report to the other insurance company. You never have to give a statement. You can call me anytime to get some good advice.